I don't have friends. I got family. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Joe's Funland. Today we are doing a solo episode, so we're going to spend a little one-on-one time. But I wanted to talk a little bit about a few things that have been on my mind lately. Actually, I recently saw an interview with Trevor Noah and Simon Sinek. And basically, the gist of the interview, what they were talking about is what makes a good friend, right? And if you know me, friendship and has been always super been friendship has always been super important to me. And really that question really got me thinking a lot. And specifically, it actually reminded me of a time when I was 22 years old. I was broke as hell. I had probably close to, or maybe even more than 30K in credit card debt. It was bad. It was pretty bad. I'm a broke college student. I'm working as a line cook for like $12 an hour. There's no way I'm paying all that off, right? So I remember it was my 22nd birthday, and my best friend Marco, he takes one of my credit cards and he pays off a significant amount of my debt. And he proceeds to go to the bar and take me to the bar, and he buys me a shot of Johnny Walker Blue, and we're just sitting at the bar, sitting, drinking, talking. And I'll never forget that moment. You know, that moment is actually seared into my brain, because those are one of those moments in life when you realize, you know, something changes in your mindset. And in that moment, the lesson I learned was, you know, friends are way more important than money. You know, the money will come, the money will go, but having friends like that who always got your back, that's what's really matters in life. You know, that's what's the most important thing. And honestly, it was a huge blessing, you know, just to have a friend like that. I don't know if it's all the Fast and Furious movies that I've been watching that have brainwashed me into thinking this, but you know, I think I've always been in search of friends that feel like family. You know, it's more than just friends like, hey, how you doing? But you know, it's friends that really will do anything for you. Friends who always got your back, and friends that you'll do anything for them too. And that's something that I've always been in search of in my friendships, and I really feel like in that moment I had somebody like that, and it's a good feeling. It's truly an honor and a blessing, to have friends like that. And I realized also that not everybody has that. You know, I realized how much of a blessing it is because I've also experienced moments in my life where I didn't have any friends. I remember one time I think I was in high school, and I was at a party, and I knew a few people at the party, but I wasn't like super close with everybody there, right? So I'm at the party. I'm trying to make friends there. I'm trying to talk to people, introduce myself, make small talk here and there, whatever. But it really felt like nobody that wanted to, you know, talk to me, or nobody really wanted me around. Which, I mean, yeah, sure. You know, if you already have your group of friends, they don't want to be friends with the new kid. The high schoolers, you know, they don't want to be friends with the new kid. But I remember at the party, I was standing in the corner, I had a drink in my hand, and I was just like, man, I feel so alone right now. I feel like I'm not even wanted here. Like, why am I here? And I was just walking around the house, just like looking at people, you know, watching people like have fun. And I'm just kind of standing there awkwardly in the corner, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And as cliche as it sounds, I've never felt so alone in a room full of people. And that feeling really sucked. And the lesson that I learned there was not everybody is your friend. Not everybody is your people. And because not everybody is your people, I think it's super important that you have to go out and find your people. You have to go out and, make the effort to look for people who share the same values as you, who share the same interests and hobbies as you, the people who share the same vision as you, or people who have the same goals and the same mindset as you. Because not everybody's the same. Not everybody wants to be your friend. But you do have to make the effort. If you want that friendship that feels like family, you have to make that effort to go out there and try to find people like that, and it's not easy. You're going to run into a lot of people like I did who don't want to be your friend. You're going to run into a lot of people who just kind of ignore you, or they already have their own people and they're just like, oh, well, we're full. We don't want to add another to the group, so it can be discouraging sometimes. I get that. But it's important, I think, to find your people, because community is so important. But what do you do, like, when you find your friends, right? When you find the people that are your people, what makes a good friend? Kind of goes back to that question, right? For me, it reminds me of, when I was younger too. My mom would always yell at me for being financially irresponsible, right? She would always, make a fuss about how I'm always spending money. And to her point, I was being a little irresponsible with my finances. I'm not going to lie. And I don't condone being financially irresponsible. If you don't got your money, you shouldn't spend your money. But what I would do is, tell my mom, I'm investing in my friends. I'm not just spending the money recklessly. I'm investing it into my friendships. And what I mean by that is, when I would go out to eat with my friends, or we'd go out for drinks or whatever, when having a good time, I wanted to show my friends that I appreciated them. I wanted to show them that I'll do anything for you guys. You guys are my people. I know you guys take care of me, so I want to take care of you guys too. So we'd go out, we'd eat, we'd have drinks, and, sometimes I would just pay for the whole thing. I just take care of the table, just give the waiter my card and say, here, just take care of everything, put it on this card. I got it tonight, guys. And not because I was trying to act like a big shot, like I had money. Remember, I was making $12 an hour as a line cook. I did not have money. But really, for me, it was just trying to show my friends that I appreciated them, and show my gratitude, and really just kind of show them that, I'll take care of you guys. You guys take care of me, I'll take care of you guys. So in my eyes, again, I'm not trying to tell you to be financially irresponsible, but in my eyes, I'm investing in these friends. I'm investing in these relationships. And later on down the road, when I was even more broke and I had no money, these are the same friends that stepped up and took care of me, made sure that I was good, made sure that I had something to eat, made sure that I had everything that I needed, right? So there's a lot other ways to do this, financially smart way. Don't run up your credit card like I did, but it's important, It's important to make sure that your friends feel like you'll take care of them, and it's important that they take care of you too. And this is a quote that I kind of like to live by. This is a quote that I heard a long time ago, and it's kind of shaped the way that I live my life. It goes like, legacy is not measured by money, but legacy is measured by the impact you have on the people around you. And that quote changed my life. That really kind of guided the way that I make decisions. It really kind of solidified the kind of person that I want to be. And it's really just became words for me to live by. So thank you guys for listening. I know this was a little bit of a shorter episode, but just wanted to share some of my thoughts with you guys. I'll catch you guys on another episode. Peace.